Hey guys, so this week on my channel I am doing a makeup tutorial. This is an Ariana Grande inspired makeup tutorial, and this is actually the makeup that I did on myself for the Get Ready With Me picture day. If you guys want me to do this on myself, also leave it in a comment below, but I decided to do it on my stepmom. So my first thing I usually do is put on my primer, but because I was only doing it for this video for my stepmom, I skipped that step and went straight to the foundation. So I'm applying her foundation with an e.l.f. foundation brush. And I will tell you in the description box below where what everything I used is, including brushes and just everything I used. So I'm just evenly blending out her makeup and making sure that she doesn't look streaky or anything like that. And you will see us laugh quite a bit and dance around a little. I did have music playing and I kept dropping things and whatnot. So she did have her eyebrows done. She had done them earlier, and she didn't want me to redo them, so I just kind of let her. But normally, I would not have eyebrows on. So my next step is concealer, and I am using some e.l.f. concealer in beige, and I'm just kind of using it on highlighting points and just some little marks on her face, just to kind of get it out. So I just kind of apply it, and then I will use my ring finger to blend it all out, and then I would use my foundation brush to blend it out further. My next step is to apply some highlighter and start to contour. So I was using actually a translucent powder as a highlighter for her skin because my highlighter is a little bit darker and it just would not have looked correct on her face. Not to mention that it is fairly glittery and it's a pinkish undertone unlike her skin. So I just kind of apply that right under her eyes, and then I'll go underneath the highlighting and blush and use blush. And I use a Avon blush with my e.l.f. blush brush, and then my last step with contouring obviously is bronzer, and I am using a bronzer that I bought at Dollar General, and I will leave the name of it in the description below. My next step is to apply a little bit more bronzer, some darker bronzer, and then my very next step is obviously the translucent powder. And I'm using a different translucent powder, and I'm using the brush that comes with the translucent powder as well as my e.l.f. brush. And I will just kind of switch off between the two just because I feel like the other one picks up more than my foundation, my powder brush from e.l.f. And just kind of makes it whiter. So I'll use a little bit of it on the cheeks and then use my blush brush for the rest of it. I mean my powder brush for the rest of it. My next step is to prime the eyes, and I'm using an e.l.f. to prime and seal, and then I'm using a fluffy brush to just kind of spread that out, and it's just another brush I had. The eyeshadow I'm using is from the Naked 3 palette, and it is a dark brown. It is the darkest color you can get from that palette. And I'm mixing that with a lighter brown. So it's just kind of like a medium brown color. And I'm just applying that on the crease and just kind of making sure that it is darkest on the corners. And then spreading it into the inside. And then I'm using a fluffier brush to apply a tannish white color to the actual lid underneath the black crease.
Yeah, no telling what I might do when I'm in the right mood. You know me, I'm all up in the party like a VIP, and everything is looking better from my POV. Nocturnal animals, we don't sleep, and I'll probably forget you. CeeLo Green.
My next step is to use a little bit of white and just put it on the inner lid just to accentuate the eyes and just make them a little bit lighter. And then my next step is to highlight right underneath the brow bone, and it just kind of makes the brow a little pop out a little bit more and make the eye color just kind of darken.
Wildlife. Wildlife.
Yeah, everybody going crazy on the dance floor, jam packed. Got a couple bands back from the bank on my last trip, like I ransacked. Everybody hanging like a string from a Tampax. Yeah, I saw my bitches back on the Amtrak. You ain't never heard a flow quite like this. Everywhere I turn, see it ice out wrist, and she might be German, she might be Swiss. And I'm feeling pretty hectic.
My next step is eyeliner, and I am using an e.l.f. eyeliner pen dipped in e.l.f. eyeliner gel. And I know you guys are probably thinking, what is she doing? Why doesn't she use a brush? Well, it seems that for me to use a brush to apply the gel eyeliner to make a wing is a lot harder than it is for me to do it with the pen. But the pen doesn't come out very dark. It comes out as a very light gray, and it seems that it comes off very easily. So I dip it in the dark black gel liner.
Come here, girl, party with me.
And you will make a wing with it, just a slight wing, not a lot, and making it very thin on the inner lid, and very thick on the outer lid. My bad. My next step is 8 layers of mascara. I use Benefits, they're real. I use Maybelline. I use Estee. I use a bunch of Estee Lauder. I just use quite a variety of mascara because I do not use false lashes. I prefer not to use false lashes. I've never really liked how they look, so I prefer to use multiple coats of mascara, of different types of mascara, than to apply false lashes. And you just kind of have to find a variety of mascara that works for you. My last 3 steps is to grab a dark red lip liner, and apply it not only to the outer lip as dark as you can to the line of the lip, but to apply it to the whole entire lip, and just kind of blend it out and make sure that it is the darkest on the actual lining of the lip. And then I'll go in with a corally pink color and just apply it over the liner, making sure that it just only in the middle. And then I'm taking a dark reddish purple lip gloss with an e.l.f. lip liner pen and just kind of applying it over it just to accentuate it a little bit more. And the color really doesn't matter of the lipstick. If you prefer to use nude colors, you are more than welcome to. I just prefer to use dark red colors, and that's all I really own, so that's what I'm using. But that's it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next week, and don't forget, live your adventure because your adventure lives until tomorrow. Bye!